All right, everybody. We decided to make our first full-length video today. I'm Chris.
I'm Jordan.
And we are the Little Adventure Project. And we have 10 geocaches we're going after today in the south end of Grand Rapids. But before we get started, there's a light post out here without a geocache, so we're going to stick one in there quick. So we literally just pulled over to film an intro in a parking lot and saw this. We have a micro geocache already, and Jordan can't open it. All right, the other lamppost didn't open, so we're going to try this one. Because the world just needs a bunch more micro caches. They're fun to stop and grab. That one will work right there with a fresh log. Come and find it right by the Ago and the hotel off 76th Street. On to actually find caches. All right, the first cache of the day is right at the end of this road here. Let's park and see if we can grab it. It's called Travel to Hunchback Takes a Leading Role, and the hint is about Hunchback Height. All right, it's Hunchback Height, and this place is really overgrown. I think it might be in that road in sign, but that's all thorns, and Jordan's going to trudge through it anyway, and I'm going to go around the smart way and see what we can find. Maybe it's in the bottom sign. It says Hunchback Height. Oh, that is not a Hunchback Height, but it's right here. Let's get the log signed. All right, catch, honey. All right, next up, a pen. Get her signed, because I'm not crawling back out of here until we're done. See if I can catch it with one hand. Got it. Right back in the top of the sign you go. And back on to the next one. All right, we didn't make it too far. We're on to this one called the Resurrected Rail Rider. The only hint is beware of the hornets. But I believe it's probably just going to be guardrail cache. We got the mystery cache and the three more difficult ones still to go today. All right, didn't take long. Jordan's already digging it on out of there. What is it, a magnetic key holder? No. A pill bottle. I won't show you what's on the ground next to it, but it's related to pills and not the best thing in the world. All right, get her signed and we can get a log. All right, that was a nice quick park and grab. That's two of the low-level ones down. And this video was horrible. What do you expect for a 39-year-old man who doesn't know technology and has never made a YouTube video before? We're already on the next one, and it's called
Dead Man's Curve.
And there's not much around here. We're in an industrial area, so it's either going to be on the sign or on the corner sign, which would make more sense. Let's get out and see what we can find. My first guess, it's going to be right on this side, because it's called Dead Man's Curve, and it has absolutely no hint. So it's not in there. It's not in there. It's not on the ground. Is it this fake bolt hanging out? It's not that. The only other thing here is the 7-3 sign. Let's see what we can find. All right, I see something tucked up under here. And there it is. It's a magnetic key holder that is not magnetic. Doesn't stick to anything. There you go, authorized signer. The log is completely destroyed, but that's why we always keep extra paper with us, so we're going to replace this one with a new one. Let me know what you guys do with these old soggy logs that are no good. I don't want to throw them away in case the creator of the cache collects them. So I dried the whole key case out. I'm going to put them back and then put a napkin in there to separate them from the new log. All right, we got the new log, the Little Adventure Project. Found this on 9/1 of 25. Gonna stick her back. Dun it, dun it, dun it, do. All right, let me know what you guys do when you find a destroyed log like that. Put it down in the comments for all 35 of my subscribers. All right, we are at our first mystery cache. It's called Cemetery Cache 100. The people who created this found 100 cemetery geocaches, so they started their own series of mystery caches. I have no idea what it is. It's over to my left, and the hint is it's behind a pile of rocks. So let's get over there, see what we can find. This is a peaceful cemetery. It's called the Winchester Cemetery, which is fun because we were just watching Supernatural all night last night, right? It's going to be right over here. Let's see what we can find. We already found a pile of rocks and Jordan's butt hanging in the air. And there it is. The mystery cache. Let's open it up and see what's in there.
Nothing.
You got the logbook and nothing else. We're going to get her signed and get back on the road.
Yep.
This one is actually very well protected. There's a sleeve down in the ground you put it in. Put the rock right on top of it. And get back on the road through the cemetery into the gas guzzling truck we used to geocache. Alright, we just found first 4 geocaches. The next 4 are all right here at Douglas Walker Park. First 3 are 1-5 difficulties, 1-5 terrain. Should be pretty easy, but the 4th one, level 3 and level 3, is going to be a good size. So let's get over here and find these first 3 over here by the railroad tracks first. Alright, the first one should be right over here, and the hint is look behind a downed tree. Actually, I think I can see it already. Over to the right by those vines.
Where?
Oh, I'm losing my mind. Oh, it's right here. Tell me you remember to grab the pen.
Nope.
I hope there's one in there. I've given Jordan 3 pens already today, and she keeps forgetting them in the truck. So we're going to have to hike all the way back because there's probably going to be some micros. All right, got to walk all the way back to the truck. And why is that, honey?
I forgot the pen.
Again. All right, we got some pens now. 1/4 mile back to the geocache. So it's an extra 1/2 mile because we didn't bring any pens. See you when we get there. Now we just have to remember where we went in to even find the geocache. That wasn't hard. But walking is. All right, pull her on out of there, honey.
And pen.
See, I think she forgot the pens on purpose to help me get into better shape. There's nothing in the jar except for the log. All right, I'm going to put this one in backwards from where it was so it's less obvious. It's a little better hidden. All right, next one's about 1/4 mile down the railroad tracks past those trees. All right, GPS is putting it back here somewhere. Looks like a trail from people walking back, and this was just found 2 days ago. So let's hike back and see what we can find. All right, GPS is putting us back here in the field, and Jordan already spotted something. A small camouflage container. All right, we got pens this time. It's not a camouflage container, but who cares? We found it. Let's see what's inside. All right, what do we got?
A little launcher. Happy birthday bracelet.
And little trinkets.
Oh, bouncy ball with a fish in it.
I do love fish. I should have brought my bouncy ball and exchanged it. All right, I'm going to sign the log and hike a 1/2 mile to the next one. All right, got her signed. Shove her back down in the hole there where you can barely see it. Find her way out of this rainforest and get on to the next one. All right, Jordan's finding her way out of the jungle. And we got to walk all the way to the back corner there for the next one. All right, the GPS is putting it somewhere back there, and the hint is crook of a tree, which I assume, I see one tree that might have a crook in it, unless it's in this down tree. And we have the GPS turned off in order to film this horrible, horrible YouTube video that we're still going to put out anyway. I don't see anything because the rest of them are all pretty obvious. I see one tree that has a split in it over here. Let's go check that one out first. There's nowhere to put anything in that tree. On this side, or that side. I'm going to turn the GPS on if Jordan isn't already over there finding it somewhere else. Looks like I might have walked right behind it, right past it. It's probably in that tree over there. Let's go figure it out. All right. Ooh, those are all thorns. It just got me good. These are also all thorn bushes. Good thing I'm wearing jeans today. And it is going to be not in this tree. But we're really close. So it's got to be around here somewhere. Did you find anything, honey? All right, let's keep looking. And I looked right past it. It fell on the ground out of the crook of the tree. There you go. You're responsible for opening all geocache containers. What's in there?
Big bouncy ball in this one. A flat bracelet, 4th of July. A log, a little animal, a little deer.
Alright, I'm going to sign the log and put it back where it's supposed to be in the crook of the tree. Alright, log is signed. We're going to put it back where it's supposed to be in the crook of the tree. That looks better according to the hint because it was down there underneath a bunch of overgrown leaves. So, alright, next one is Jordan's running away before I can film with her. But the next one is a level 3 difficulty and level 3 terrain. We have to go back out the path somewhere behind us and get to looking because this is our first level 3. And I haven't done a level 3 in probably 10 years because I stopped geocaching for 10 years until recently. That's why I decided to start filming it, but let's take a hike. Alright, this level 3 terrain is definitely living up to its name. Level 3 difficulty. It's on the other side of this creek, and there's no bridges around here. So we're going to have to jump across and then climb up the embankment, and then the hint is one of these logs is not like the other. Let's go back there and have an adventure. Alright, the creek isn't too horribly bad, but I'm wearing jeans and work boots. There's a log right here. And oh, I just lost my tree I was holding on to. And Jordan is back there terrified to walk across the creek, but she's got shorts and sneakers on that she can take off.
Ready?
Alright. There's one. Oh, this is all mud here too. Do I dare ask you to toss me my phone?
Probably not.
Alright, you're up, honey.
No.
Alright, Jordan's staying put, and I'm going to go find the geocache by myself. She's afraid to jump into this. I'm sinking into the mud here. Alright, Jordan is staying behind. I believe it's somewhere near this bend, and the hint is one of these logs is not like the other. And I have not pulled a level 3 difficulty in over 10 years. So I'm going to get to searching. Since I don't have my camera woman with me, I'm going to have to show you when I find it. Alright, with the hint, one of these logs is not like the other. There's a down tree that is very hollowed out. But it is a level 3 difficulty. Let's go check this tree out quick, see if it's anywhere in here. Anywhere in that hole? Anywhere in here? That's not a tie. Alright, let's search this tree a little more. This is a micro cache. So it's probably in one of these little tiny holes here. Alright, let's get looking a little more. Alright, so the GPS puts it somewhere in this log. But upon reading the comments a little further, it says it's off by about 30 feet. And I see some logs here. Oh, that's still firmly attached on the ground. And let's keep looking. There's some weird noises going on back here. Alright, I've been back here for half an hour. It's not easy terrain. My last guess is it's going to be in one of these down logs here. If not, we're giving up on this one. Alright, I'm definitely putting this one out as a DNF. I've been out here for 45 minutes. I checked every down tree and log, and I can't even find my way back to the creek that I crossed that Jordan is still sitting at. So I got to start yelling at her to hear the sound of her voice, because it's a beautiful voice. But definitely a DNF. GPS puts me all over the place. There's 100 down trees back here that it could be under, and I'm beat. We'll find the next one. Do you think I got lost in the woods and was never coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a DNF. Time for a break. I need some water and I left it in the truck. We'll see if we feel like finding any more.
Wah, wah.
Deuces. Alright, 8th geocache of the day was a DNF. The 9th geocache of the day we decided not to do because we're both exhausted for hiking. But there's one more cemetery geocache up here. I didn't look at the level or the difficulty, but it's right up the road. We gotta walk up this sidewalk a bit. Let's see if we can actually find it, but then we're done for the day. Alright, this is the Gilbert Cemetery. Looks like the last time someone was buried here was over 100 years ago, and the hint is a large immobile object. You know what to do. And it's somewhere over there. Let's get to getting. Alright, Jordan already found it. It's down to this stump, but I'm going to have to get it off because there's another stump sitting on top of it. Ready? Okay. What is it? Oh shit, this thing is heavy. Let's see if I can get it from this side easier. I don't know how a child is supposed to move this. Oh.
There's the cache.
Here we go. Let's see the last time to see what sign it was. 629, so it's been a couple months. There's not much in there. But we're going to sign the log. Go home and eat ice cream.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to put the geocache back. But first we're going to see if Jordan can even budge that stump as I walk into a tree backwards. Can you lift it? I am honestly shocked you can lift it that high. That thing has to weigh 60 or 70 pounds, but I'm going to get it put back in there quick. I got to imagine how many people have found this and not been able to lift that log out of there. Alright, time to get back to the truck. Alright, kind of successful day of geocaching. We set out to get 10 geocaches. We got 8 of them, 1 DNF, and 1 we flat out gave up on. So, this is an outro. Subscribe to her. Deuces.